Okay. Hello, my name is John Nichols, and I'm doing Anansi and the Alligator. Basically, what the story is about is Anansi and the alligator are brothers, and he wants to steal from the alligator. And so he goes into alligator's house and says, "Can I sleep here for the night?" And the alligator says, "Yes, of course." And the alligator's daughter thinks something's up, like she's very wise, and so Anansi says, "I'll sleep in the kitchen so I'm not in your way." And so Anansi ends up eating all of alligator's food pretty much. And then Amma, the alligator's daughter, puts scorpions in one of the food pots, and so Anansi's afraid that he's going to be stung in the middle of the night. So he also tells the alligator, says, "I need to move away because I have something else to do." And the alligator realizes what's happened, and so he chases after Anansi, who escapes on a boatman. And the alligator vows never to live in a house until he finds the spider, and that's why he lives in the river. For the alligator, first off, I based most of my research off the Zulu tribe in Africa. For the alligator, I gave him more of like a chieftain sort of look. I did the color palettes based off the different animals. Like this was the alligator I took a picture of at the zoo, and I gave him more greens and browns. And also with the alligator, it's not really in Africa, but it's in a tribe in Papua New Guinea. There's a tribe that does scarification when boys become men, and they would cut little strips of their skin off, and it would create bumps to make it look like the skin of an alligator. And I didn't put that in because it's really graphic images, so go on YouTube if you want to watch that. Let me get this out of the way. For the boatman, I put him as a hippopotamus because they like to travel around the water. And I gave him a oar and not a lot of clothing because like he's out in the sun all day, like he's in the water, like so he's enjoying himself. So he has like that tribal skirt and like boots with reeds attached to the tops of them and gray bands, and I put him in gray as the hippopotamus would usually be in. I made the character of a scorpion, which is what Amma puts in the pots, and it sort of faded away when I painted him in black because I wanted him like in this leathery black outfit, sort of like matching the scorpion's skin. But like he has a tail, like his tail is the belt that goes around his waist, and he has scorpion pinches around his neck. For my narrator, I have him as the African gray macaw, which I was loosely basing it off of. And for the cloak, I sort of use like these robes that they have in the Zulu tribe. And he has like this African sage spear that has the beak of a parrot on it, and the robe is made out of the gray feathers. And for Amma, I have her sort of matching her father in a way, like she's got the green and the browns, and she's wearing more clothing and more of like a dress. And for Anansi, I have him with a leather breastplate that goes down into like a leather skirt kilt thing, and each leather strap is attached to a golden ring to represent like the spider's eyes of the tarantula, and each of the golden bands is what represents the golden rings around the tarantula that I took at the zoo. And what else? That is it. Oh, and one last thing. Each character I gave them sort of like a necklace with what their character has. Like Anansi will have like spider pincers on his neck, and the alligator will have alligator teeth. The hippopotamus will have the hippo teeth on it. So I want to like represent sort of like what character they are, what the necklace they have. That is it.
Okay. All right. What I really liked about it was your attention to detail with everything. I don't know, I guess my only thing I would say is I don't know that you've listened to you present it. I love it, but I think probably if I were to actually go back and pop out some of those details so we could really see it.
Okay.
But I think that's great, you know, what you've done with each one of them. And even down to the macaw with the red bands around his legs and, you know, the red on on him there, incorporating that and the crook on the crane, on and the different texture, how you could, so in costume design too, we work on how to render different textures, so. I like the spider, it's pretty cool, and the bands. So. Any more comments?
I really like the idea of putting like the teeth and what each character has around the neck, because it really sends home the idea of what each character is without actually saying what they are.
So it's just that little more to do, which is great, just what makes that a little more special, so. Nice job, John. Excellent. Anybody else? I need to shut everybody else down. John.